So here we are with Rivers, and it's apparent, like, once we got out of the car in a new place that he's just used to kind of like going into a new place, and he just kind of goes into like, oh, I'm going to do my own thing, which is fine. There's a time and a place for that, but there's also a time and a place to say, hey, we're actually working on commands right now, and we want you to master some basic stuff. Down in the face of distractions. I want you to pay attention to his down. His back end, the way he's kind of perched, it's not really a relaxed down, and so what's going to happen, he's going to keep getting up because you can see by the position of his hips that that's what he's planning on doing. No. Down. So we're just reminding him, hey, just lay down. That's what we're going to be doing out here today, buddy. So here's Rivers at the Montecito Shopping Center. Good boy. And we're working with him on his down. Down. And what we're doing is actually using the slip lead. Down. Down. Good. And his dog food to just help him understand how to relax around all these different distractions happening. Good boy. I'm purposefully using the slip lead and taking a break from the prong collar. Anytime there's some sort of reactivity issue with the dog, I am always going to go back to the basics in terms of reintroducing leash pressure with a slip lead or something that is a little bit less intense than a prong collar. It's very easy to just correct the dog with the prong collar, and that's fine sometimes. That's why we find them very valuable, but I purposefully am working with him on the slip lead. I tend to use the slip lead and the remote collar together, and then I tend to use the prong collar on its own. Down. And that really, what we can do then is, hi there. We're working on it. He's a good boy, huh? Oh, hey everybody.
What dog is that?
Some sort of ranch dog.
What?
Some sort of ranchy ranch.
I want him. Come home with me. You're so cute.
You hear that, Rivers? Sit. He's a ranch dog. He lives on a big ranch in Carpinteria, big avocado orchard.
Oh, he doesn't want to live in my little place. He's got a blue eye and a brown eye. He's just really sweet.
Good. It's also important to help the dog understand how to respond to the pressure directionally and understand how to find value in listening to the leash pressure and not simply doing it because they're going to get in trouble if they don't do it, but to understand, no, doing it is the right thing. And good boy, there's going to be value in doing the right thing. So earlier we had him down here. That was too distracting. He felt trapped. Everybody's coming up. They wanted to pet him. And now we put him up here and he's on the back side of me and I'm kind of in front of him. And so now you can see even when this cart comes by, good boy. Good. He's not reacting at all and he's actually holding his down position. Good. You can also see the placement of his hips. This is indicative that he is relaxed in his down position. His hips are to the side. He's kind of slanted, like actually sitting on his butt more than perched on his back legs. Good boy. Good. So here we are with Rivers. He's at the Montecito Shopping Center. Down. And I want to talk about something here. In the previous video, you saw me working with some leash pressure with him, which tended to confuse him. I love the prong collar. It's a great tool, but I always want to make sure that the dog is really understanding leash pressure by itself. And so I'm always going to use a slip lead or a martingale collar or a halty to make sure that the dog understands how to respond to leash pressure, not just because they're getting poked in the neck by a prong collar, but because they really understand the value. Good boy. So here we are just doing this positive reinforcement training with him and using the slip lead to guide him and help him succeed in his commands. Earlier you saw I had him down here, and in this situation he felt kind of trapped because there was a wall here, there was a wall there, the shopping carts were here, and he kept getting out of his command. And I tried to get him back into that command and it was not really working out so well. So now we're doing it properly in a little bit of a less distraction area. Good boy, Rivers. Hi there. Oh, little baby. Down. Good. A lot of times dogs that are phobic or become reactive to situations, it's because we're lost in sense of like the engagement is not there. They're not looking to us. They're basically distracted and we've lost our ability to get them to focus on us. Good job. So you could see here, he's very engaged with me. I have his dog kibble in my pouch. Pouch is really easy to get the food in and out of. Good boy, buddy. And we're really just working on one thing at a time. And in this case, it's going to be down and just waiting here and watching things go by. Good boy. He's a great looking dog and everybody wants to pet him, but when we're in the training phase, we're definitely going to take a break from people petting him so he can stay focused on us. Good boy. Hi there. Notice the position of his hips has changed now and he's kind of perched like that. I definitely want him to be in a more relaxed position, but I'm going to accept that that incident that just happened, it got him a little bit agitated. Leave it. No. Leave it. Good. Leave it. Good. So I am going to teach him that word, leave it, and that means don't worry about that thing, focus on me or focus on something else. Good job, buddy. The goal is always to decrease the amount of time that it takes for us to get the dog to calm back down and focus on us and go back to what we were doing before they became distracted. Good boy, Ribs. I'm going to shy away from using the remote collar right now with him because he is a little bit overwhelmed. I want to use the remote collar in a very low distraction environment. Good. So what we would probably do, let's go. Good. Is do the remote collar in the parking lot or something where he's not going to be so distracted. Let's go. Stay close. Good. Stay close. Good. Notice the leash is loose. Notice when I stop, he stops. Good. And he's even offering me a sit there, which is awesome. Good boy. When we have a dog who struggles with distractions and going outside, come on, buddy. It's really important that we keep these outings short so that the dog is going to have a successful time and we're also going to have a successful time. Good. So I'm a big fan of just taking the dog out like this. And this is something I want to talk to you about. Like, you can actually... Oh, that's crazy. Down. Down. Rivers, down. Good boy. Just taking the dog to new places and having him lay down and giving him food is like probably one of the most important things you can do. I don't want to bring him here. No. Down. No. Down. I'm not going to reward that. He became a little bit concerned with that little dog over there because that other dog over there had kind of started getting him riled up. Good. Now that he's calmed down and he's focused on me, good. I am going to pay him for that. So just taking him places and having him learn how to lay down, relax, and get food is going to help him learn how to focus on us instead of the distraction. And 3 to 5 times a day, we'll take the dog to new places. Good job. And we just work with them paying attention to us. And we do these short little outings to help the dog understand the value of paying attention to us around distractions. We're now going to load him up. We'll go to a new place and we'll work with his prong collar skills or perhaps his remote collar skills. Good boy. Down. Good. Notice I position myself over here in the parking lot where there's cars kind of blocking us from the distractions, and that's where we'll work on our obedience a little bit and know that we're going to succeed without having to use the leash to reinforce things. Let's go. Sit. Down. Good.